Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing tonight? Lo and behold, jump right back into a little bit of SnowRunner. To the cool, calm sounds of the lapping waters of the Kola Peninsula. I mean, they're definitely cool. I mean, there's ice on it, so that's kind of a takeaway right there. It's pretty obvious. All right. Chevrolet celebrated 100 years of truck sales in 2018. Yes, that is true. They actually did do that. That was a thing. You could actually get a little special dash plaque doodad if you bought a truck in 2018. So the unfortunate thing is this is where we did leave off. Contemplating life and the meaning of the universe while freezing to death, pitched on our side in the snow. And because we are not the industrious type, we're simply going to recover. That's what we're going to do, okay? Also, there's still a couple of trailers that we want to recover from our little trek out here and creating a parking lot log jam. So what do we have over here? We've got, there's a dairy, 2 trailers. Alright. So because we simply don't have the correct saddle for this thing, and I believe we've got a low saddle. Yeah. So let's go grab this thing over here. And it's not that I really need the money from these trailers, I just kind of want to tidy things up a little bit. Because I'm I'm just that way about things. So we need this trailer, a maintenance trailer, and then something with a high saddle. Okay. Because reversing out of here was always the genius idea. Myself stuck right at the beginning of the map. Hung up on a rock and a telephone pole. Or what do they call it? A telegraph pole. Excuse me. Yeah. Not close enough. Alright. Get this thing back up. So I just finished up the last half of my pizza from the other day, which was... And now, see, I went a little bit different. I didn't go with my typical deep dish. I went with a regular medium hand-tossed pizza from Domino's. But for whatever ridiculous reason, I decided that it would be a good idea to get salami and like hamburger or whatever they consider beef. And needless to say, it wasn't terrible. It was not terrible. So I kind of don't know. I think I'm just gonna... Is this how we're gonna do it? I am happy that the trailer connection is like one of those giant off-road pintle hitch kind of setups. So you're not going to lose everything. Oh, did we get it? That's right, reel that bad boy in. So here's the unfortunate thing. I can't get the metal bars out of there. I have to hook it up to the truck to unload the cargo just to empty out the trailer. But that would require a semblance of effort. So now we'll just kind of cruise back over here. And let's see if it puts us in a better position to kind of spin this stuff around. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, so what we'll do... Or no, damn it. Okay. Now, I don't particularly have to transport this stuff all the way back to the garage over here. Yeah, see, this is just... That was dumb. Oh, and now we have to find the damn point on the winch. Okay. Parking brake. Go this way. Oh, no, what? Well, I think that problem just solved itself. Although that's... Something tells me that's going to most likely be the worst spot to dump off some steel beams. And... no, attached trailer, not winch. Okay, so there's that one. Let's move ahead. Maybe not get hung up on this one. Okay. Alright. Ooh, that's a... Well, if we hide the busted up trailer there in the background, it actually makes for a pretty cool screenshot right there. So we'll move here, attach the winch to the center point. Ah, awesome. Okay. All right. I wonder what all those levers do. Gotta do something. Kinda just want to push a whole bunch of buttons. Wish it was more interactive in the cab here. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? Is that like my ID or something? Maybe my wallet? Who knows? Okay. So, where are we going to go with this thing? Although we're not towing another vehicle, so... The trailer flopping around in the background really won't matter too much. Did take the other dairy longhorn and was able to successfully get it down beside the partially frozen stream river thing. So have for a trailer on that? Oh, it was the giant fuel trailer, because I thought I was going to need another larger fuel trailer. But it turns out I opened up the garage a lot sooner than I thought I was going to, and didn't need the logistical support of all of the crap that I brought around. Alright, I can stop hitting this rock anytime now. So yeah, typically Domino's deep dish, that's my go-to. Maybe some black olives and feta cheese, or maybe I'll do some pepperoni and mushroom, maybe some chicken and bacon. Oh yeah, I could go for, you know, honestly I could go for an entire another pizza right about now. You ever have those days where you want to sit down and you just want a pizza to magically appear in front of you, and you want it to be the most decadent, delicious, fulfilling pizza that you could possibly find? Like, it doesn't just fill you up, your stomach and your, you know, vital organs and whatnot. It like fills your soul up, or whatever facsimile passes off as a soul, or, you know, extraterrestrial conglomeration. Whatever works for you. You want a pizza that's just that filling. Maybe you'll have that pizza while watching horror movies. You never know. Ugh. See? This is infuriating. These branches that they just kind of stick in the snow to just intentionally hang you up and make it more difficult than it absolutely needs to be. Because let's face it, it really doesn't need to be that difficult. And then the unbreakable ironwood trees. That's what I'm going to call them from now on. Ironwood. No comment. I so very much wanted this truck to be way better than really what it was. It didn't have the get up and go. It didn't have the power from the engine. It didn't really wow me in any shape or form, except the paint scheme. Kind of looked like Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series if she were splattered all over a giant truck or something. I don't know. Still a fantastic series, hands down. Alright, which way do we want to go? I think we want to head this way, and then this way. And that way we'll be able to dump everything off at the trailer store. But here's the kicker. There's still the 3-slot heavy-duty trailer that requires a high saddle. So chances are I'm going to have to drive something from the garage here, poke through into the other map, get the trailer, bring it back the same way. But we got to do it with a high saddle. So let's consider which truck we want to use for that particular adventure. I mean, I could throw a high... I think I can throw a high saddle on this one. The other Dairy Longhorn, I could throw it on. Either one of the Colobs. Pacific P16. Ironwood tree. See, the big trucks are fun, but they have such a limited amount of use in this game. It's like you only bring the big trucks out for the giant cargo haul contracts. And that's it. nothing else. So it's like you have to move coiled tubing from Pedro Bay all the way to Northport in Alaska. So you decide that you're going to use a Kolob, go 5 miles an hour the entire way, get to an icy hill, and realize that you've got nothing but mud tires, and that's all you've got. This particular Dairy Longhorn is one of the few big heavy haulers that you can actually put chained tires on. And that's my fuel tank that just took damage. But, you know, conveniently enough, we have a repair trailer right behind us. This thing also... Oh, it's... Oh, what the hell happened there? Yeah, just keep going. Oh, alright, try this. Winch. So we went over just a little bit too far. What the hell is going on? Alright. Do that. Make it out? Yeah, because we probably got hung up on some weird little piece of ice or block or something stupid. And that's another thing that I have a gripe about. The stuff that's under the snow, under the ice, the crap that you can't see that all of a sudden your truck gets hung up on and you have no ability to deal with. Like all those logs if they were underwater and you couldn't see them. It's kind of a total dickhole move right there. I really like the look of this damn thing. I like the look and I like the color. The color pretty much seals the deal. It's like the icing on the cake. If this Dairy Longhorn was a donut, it would have strawberry frosting and sprinkles. If this Dairy Longhorn were a pie, it would be key lime pie. But then if we decided to go to the Cheesecake Factory, it would be key lime pie, or, well, I guess it's just key lime cheesecake at that point in time. Oh, I could go for such a good cheesecake right about now. And that's the best thing about a cheesecake. It weighs like 15 pounds. So, yeah, you're only supposed to have like a small sliver of cheesecake. It's a recommended serving size. It's like a normal person serving size. I want to sit down and I want to eat like half of a cheesecake. And then regret my life choices from then on out while rolling around on my side, clutching my stomach, asking the powers that be above where the hell I went wrong in life. Alright. Service trailer is gone. Let's back up out of here. I like cheesecake. I really like cheesecake, and I could use a 5-gallon pail of cheesecake if it was just packed full of cheesecake. And just the filling, too. It doesn't even have to have the crust. You don't even have to put any kind of crust on that cheesecake. Oh, cheesecake. Cheesecake's so good. Alright, so that's a gooseneck semi. Okay, so saddle high is required. Alright, so we'll just cover this bad boy back here because there's nothing in here. Which one are we going to use? Well, actually, we could use an... off-road truck. If we decide to put like a high saddle on the Azov, but it's gonna take forever to get over there. Ugh. Take a... Yeah, we could put a high saddle on like... Maybe I'm gonna have to take some fuel with me. How do I want to take some fuel with me? Derry Longhorn. See, I like the 4520. It's a great looking truck, but it's so significantly underpowered. Twin steer, you can't put anything on. Oh, we could do an Azov. Kolob, ugh. Pacific, no. The Navistar, actually. That thing chows through fuel, though. P16. We haven't used the Dan in a while. Or the White Western Star. Or the Caterpillar. Fleet Star, no. Kodiak, no. GMC. Oh, man, what do we want to use? Where's my Freightliner? Not this Freightliner. The other Freightliner. And then it would just kind of suck to get out there and then realize that you can't hook that trailer to that configuration. Okay, so high saddle. Oh, this one's got an advanced special gearbox, so let's see what kind of tires we can run on this thing. 51-inch chained. I want to see something real quick. Huh. Where is... Oh, you know what? It's probably in the garage, that's why. Yeah. I kind of feel like I'd want to use that thing, but... Possibly. Let's see. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Do I want to take the Freightliner over there? I really like the new steering on the Freightliner. Also, the older Derry wasn't terrible. Could we put the high saddle? Yeah, I think there's... Yeah, we could put a high saddle. But... do we want to... Huh. That's a really good-looking truck, too. Actually, what kind of tires can we kind of mess around with here? 43s, 47s. I think we can only go up to chain tires. We don't actually have mud tires on this thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's either off-road or chain tires. Snorkel? Snorkel. Or, well, whatever passes for a snorkel. Azov crane truck. So... Let's consider this. You know what, let's give the Dan a run. I haven't used this thing in a while. And it's got some really goofy front suspension setup on it, so... How about we just double check everything. Oh, you know what? Get rid of the factory beacons because I want nothing to do with beacons. And then... Oy. It's like an emergency vehicle. Maybe like another country or something. Alright. What are we gonna do with my bobblehead? Hawaii's okay. We'll go with Hawaii. Spend all my money on accessories. And as always, Motorhead. The Ace of Spades. That's how we're gonna go. Be free, true. You know what? Whatever. We'll go with that. That's fine. Alright. It's such a weird oh, you know what? This one, unlike the other Azov, this one doesn't have two front steer axles. It doesn't have a rear steer axle. It's certainly got kind of a unique suspension setup, at least. Get all this stuff out of my way. Why are we not going up and over? Like a normal giant truck would just bowl over this garbage. Okay. There we go. So I guess at this point we'll be giving the Dan a test run. So this has the advanced special gearbox, which actually seems to be progressing through the gears fairly decent. And, oh, that's a giant chunk of ice. We're gonna, holy crap. Alright, this is a little bit quicker than I remember it being, so we'll... Oh yeah, see, that's kind of cool because this is fully independent suspension all the way around. This truck has probably one of the better independent suspension systems. So as it's kind of cruising along here, each one of those wheels, every time it hits a bump, is going to have some suspension travel to it. Think of it this, this way. It's kind of like watching one of those commercials where some yuts decided to put a wine glass filled with red wine on a white mattress and then drops a bowling ball on the other half of the mattress, and then the wine glass stays there. That's kind of what the suspension does, or at least, as best I can explain it. This makes it across the ice fairly nice. Let's see what it does over here. Oh, no, no. No, no. Nope, nope. The only thing is, it still only has two front tires up there. And that's where the majority of the weight is on this thing, is right over the cab, because your engine is up there, all that fun stuff. Okay, let's just come on, let's just power through this. Let's do this. Okay, we good? We good. I'm actually supposed to go to the left over here. I don't know. We're just going to screw around, I guess. Or, well, I mean, as much as we can while retrieving a trailer. So we'll actually see how this thing does while towing a trailer, too. Oh! Ow! 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 maybe I spoke too soon about this thing soaking up bumps and damage. I hate that. I hate that so much. The damage is just excessive. Yeah, see how the back end keeps kind of bouncing up while the front end sort of nosedives a little bit? This thing is way heavy in the cab. And man, that cab is seriously far forward of that front axle. It's like those old Dodge, Ford, and Chevy van configurations back in, like, what was it, the 60s? The goofy cab over setup where vans looked nothing like the vans that we actually recognize today. And I'm not even talking about the vans with, like, you know, a giant wizard airbrushed onto the side with a crystal ball and flying unicorns and then a little bubble window in the back. It's more of like a 70s kind of thing. Peace, love, and happiness. I guess I really wouldn't have like a big problem traveling around in a van. The thing is, just take a shower. That's the key component right there. Where would you do it? You don't have running water in the back of your van. Good old Gandalf painted on the side doesn't exactly have a spell to clean you up. Handy wipes will only take you so far. And we're not even going to get into hosing you down with Axe body spray, because that's just lowbrow. It's like, what are you, in middle school? Put the Axe body spray away. Tough guy. Or woman. We don't discriminate here. You want to use Axe body spray? Just take it out of my orbit. That stuff's gross. Well, I mean, I guess then you delve into pretty much any scenario where half the contents of a spray container are applied liberally to your person. Whether it's Katy Perry's signature scent, or, you know, distilled Bazooka Joe bubblegum flavor in a pump bottle. Although I might drink that second one, but we're not going to go there right now. I'll tell you though, Bazooka Joe, Bazooka bubblegum. Yeah, sure, you get the comic in the center of it, but how old was that bubblegum? This stuff had to have been at least 8 years old by the time it hits the store shelves. Bubblegum should not be aged like whiskey. You bite into a piece of bubblegum, it's meant to be chewed, not chip a tooth. And then you can go to like Walmart, and they sell Bazooka Joe bubblegum in like the multi-pound buckets. And those buckets have like a handle. Oop, that's suspension damage. It's like you're basically just lighting money on fire and sacrificing it to the dental gods. Unless you have a particularly robust pair of choppers. Which, you know, it's funny, speaking of choppers, there was a short story in a Stephen King book about a pair of, like, mechanical teeth. The little ones where you wind up and they just go chop, 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 chop around on, like, a pair of feet. There's a really great short story by Stephen King about a pair of those. And it's bloody and gruesome. And you owe it to yourself, if you're a horror fan, that is, or if you're a Stephen King fan, or if you just want to check out something that's just bizarre as hell. I can't recall which anthology collection it's actually in, whether it's like Skeleton Crew or one of those big ones. Yep, there's those stupid things preventing me from getting along. They'll get in the way again. But I have no idea how many other times I'm going to be traversing this particular section of road. I hope not much. And I hope I really don't need to bring too much in the way of supplies from Lake Coved to Amandra. But you never know. Anything's possible. Or I could do something completely stupid and... Oh, hey, that transfer case configuration is actually really kind of unique. Is that like a giant gear reduction unit? And then it's got the... Whoa. This is a really cool suspension and driveline system on it. That's probably one of my favorite things about this game, is just how how cool and how much attention to detail they actually had when creating a lot of this stuff. I mean, there was a hell of a lot of attention to detail. Your drive axles are spinning. You have your front differentials, your rear differentials, your axles, your splitters, everything. Alright, attachment. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Alright. Let's just kind of... All we gotta do is get it back just far enough to do a thing here. And we are apparently joined by Monkey Bum. And yes, you are 100% correct. This is a ridiculously good-looking game. This, outside of Skyrim and Red Dead Redemption 2, are probably two of my favorite looking games. Okay, it's kind of... Alright. Oh, don't even tell me we just got hung up on a friggin' phone pole. That's it. Oh, you know what? What happens if... Aha. Let's cheat. Actually, yeah. Destiny was another decent looking game in terms of atmosphere and landscapes. Oh, no. Don't cut it that hard. Just get me inside of the flash. There we go. Boom. Done. No, you're right. Destiny in terms of decent-looking games, you have quite the variety of locations you can visit in terms of planets and different areas within those planets, or possibly even the center of other planets, or giant Russian computer constructs that are meant to protect Earth and kind of do a crappy job. But what the hell happened here? Oh, because I got messed up because of the stupid metal pipes that I left there. Alright, see? They came back and they bit me in the ass. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God, you gotta be kidding me. stuck on one of those stupid trees. So let's see if we can't just sort of... Oh. Is this gonna... Please? Do a thing. Yeah, see, it wedged me at a funny angle as I came through the map because I left those stupid metal beams right where they were. And yeah, then things happen. Okay. So let's try to kind of... Let's... come on. I see you moving. That's right. Alright, so we will attach the winch here. And then go to a nice stable structure like a telephone pole. Or, as they like to describe it, a telegraph pole. Alright, that's right. That's right. Come on, forward momentum. There we go. We're going. It's almost there. Alright, I think we're hung up just on that last little bit. So, attach there. Come on. You know, the intelligent thing to do... Oh, there we go. We got it? Alright. We got it. See, the intelligent thing would have been to unhook from the trailer and then yank it out with the winch. But when have I ever been one to do the intelligent thing? And then we're just gonna push that little metal thingamajigger right out of the way. Nerd cubed. Don't think I've seen that. Alright, headlights. The other Azov with the giant chin. So they must have done it to the Dan as well. Which is kind of nice, because this thing is actually traversing not so good sections here with relative ease. See, oh, make sure it's in reverse before you keep going forwards. See, the thing is, like, British YouTubers, they get that accent thing working for them. And everybody's all like, everybody from the States is all like, oh, listen to the accent, something different. And for them, it's just normal. And then I have no accent. So I'm just some knucklehead driving through snow, getting stuck, talking about pizza and horror movies. I think there's an appeal there. Not much, but there could be. Alright, there we go. Actually, I really kind of like the Dan. This thing's not doing half bad. This is doing a lot better than I actually thought it was going to do. And you get the Dan from the quarry map in Russia. You have to, I think you have to, yeah, you have to refuel it, repair it, and I don't think you need to tow it anywhere, but at that point you actually just are able to hop in it and transport it right back to your garage. Come on, winch. Go over just a little bit. There we go. And I mean, I guess you could tow it back to your garage if you were so inclined to do so. Alright, don't get hung up there. Alright, why did I choose, like, a giant trailer that had absolutely no practical application to kind of get it from point A to point B? See, I thought I was going to be able to put, like, the Tatran on the back of it and then haul the Tatran with this trailer over to the new map. Such was not the case. Sometimes things are just not meant to be. Like Crystal Pepsi. That was a thing. That happened. Crystal Pepsi actually happened. And it was just a terrible idea all around. Yep. Don't do that. Oh yeah, we're going the right way, I think. Are we going the right way? Yeah, we're going the right way. Yeah, we'll go here. Just so we don't have to refer to this map. Slow things down. Here. Up here. Over here. Okay. Alright, that is the route we will take. And that is the route we will go. So let's see if this truck will haul this trailer with nothing on it over to the trailer store. And then we can just sell the thing back. Which I hadn't realized until much later in this game, that you could actually sell trailers back. Just like if you find some of the vehicles you discover on the map. Like Smithville Dam has the Western White Star, and it's also got another Chevy CK1500. And you can pick those up. Both of those you just have to discover. Well, the Chevy CK, you just discover it and it's yours. But it's next to nothing for cash. Oop, what was that? A log, of course. The Western White Star, you actually have to find it and then transport it back to your garage, which can either go one of two ways, relatively easily, or one of the most difficult and grueling tasks you've ever undertaken. I've had to go both ways multiple times, because recovering that truck is actually one of my favorite things to do in a multiplayer game. So, and here's the funny thing about multiplayer. You can either host a game, and all changes that are made to that game become saved to your world and game. So the other players who join in on your game, they accumulate money by completing contracts, but it counts towards your game. If you decide that you want to go do other stuff, you can sign up, you pop into the multiplayer, and you don't actually have any kind of ability to choose a region or what language the individuals who are going to be playing the game actually speak. Which, I will say, has actually turned out kind of hilarious on several occasions. I have met some very nice Texans, I have also met some very nice Australians who play this game, and I have also met some very nice individuals from Saudi Arabia who just happen to be fans of Chevrolet vehicles as well, which is kind of funny, all things considered. They've actually got Chevy Caprices over in Saudi Arabia, which I think that's one of those global platforms, but yeah, I think it is. Well, the Caprice, not the old Caprice, but the newer Caprice, like the 2012, 2013 Caprice, the Caprice Police Pursuit Vehicle. Oh, that was a stump. It was actually built in Australia, and it's based off of the Holden Commodore platform. Okay. Alright, so that is one last trailer that we wanted to clean up over here. So what we can do is... I feel like the Icy Tundra's janitor right about now. Cleaning up my own trailer debris. This thing actually doesn't do too bad. Anything else to do over here? Kind of sort of did it all. Sort of a bummer. And that's the thing. There's no like repeatable cool tasks you can do in it in this game. Like, I want to haul giant trailers from all over the place. I think one time it took me like an hour to traverse the Michigan maps and get one of the giant trailers all the way to the drill site. Alright. Maybe I spoke too soon about this thing being like really good, but we can always give it a little gentle tug with the winch. It's like a giant mechanical prehistoric alligator or crocagator or mechanogator, just like crawling out of the swamps. Also, back on the subject of horror movies, speaking of swamps, reminds me that the remake of Friday the 13th, which had Derek Mears starring as Jason, the hockey-masked, machete-wielding aficionado. He also went on to play Swamp Thing in the single season of, well, Swamp Thing. Alright, so we'll cover this. How many fuel cans do you actually need to attach to your vehicle? Come on. After they put a different engine upgrade for the Ford F-750, the truck is supposed to be significantly more improved and able to, like, do stuff. So... yeah. See, look at that. Hey, birds. It'd be funny if they're vultures and they were just circling overhead waiting for me to expire. just gonna drive along here. Into the aurora. It's like we could carry on into the sunset. But the sun never sets out here. There'd have to be sun for the sun to set. But don't let the sun set on good times. Enjoy yourself. Be good to one another as you ride off into the sunset, or the sunrise, or the aurora, or the moon. Whatever makes you happy. You do you. As long as you're not hurting anybody else. Or collapsing your suspension, one or the other. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. Travelers on a frozen lake bed.